Okay, so I'm minus my camera woman tonight, and this particular camera there only records about 5 minutes at a time, it seems, or that's all the memory that's in it. So either way, I have to get this take off fairly quick, or you won't see it. You'll just see it from the head cam. Okay, here we go. All right, Mick. Okay, so I'm in the air. Just making sure everything's okay. It's a bit thermic. I can feel stuff off that field. Okay, I'm just going to get a feel for the day and decide whether I want to stay up or not. Okay, my forward speed is 38 kilometers, 35 kilometers an hour. Okay, so I'm barely on tick over now, and thanks lads for all the suggestions, you know, as to what I should do about the propeller. This is a propeller I fixed myself a while ago. It had a fairly decent split in it and a lump gone out of it, and I replaced it, or well, not replaced it, but I repaired it with you know, the 2-pack epoxy resin, and seems to have done a decent enough job. Okay, in case I haven't said it already, I have wired the bolts together. I need to get different equipment, to be honest. My mic is not the best. The propeller noise and the engine, the whole lot right behind me, is noisy. Some of the guys are getting much better results with Senna motorcycle equipment. It's great to see this little patchwork quilt, you know, of green all over the place. So there's Wexford. I don't know if you can see it. It's in kind of dull darkness, whatever. It's been a reasonable day here today, but yeah, this stuff just takes the, you know, takes the brightness out of it. Looks much better where the sun shines. Okay, we're up about 1,200 feet now, 1,300 feet. And all I've done is I've gone around the hill that's beside my house. Just going to ease off of this, maybe you can hear me better. Okay, so we're on tick over now, and you should be able to hear me a lot better. So, technically these are all my neighbours. Let's see if I can find my house. Okay, so if you can see it, that little road going up there, it's in brightness, and there's 4 houses at the top of the hill, and mine is one of them. So I'm kind of chasing the sunny bits, which is gas. Amazing. So we're on a glide. We're sinking 2 meters a second. So we're going down about 6 feet a second. That'd be what, 360 feet a minute, that sort of thing, on a glide. Now from here, if my engine was to cut out, I could choose any fields kind of in that area, and just what I'd be watching for is power cables mostly, and they dot the landscape. Anywhere there's a house, it gets power. They don't go underground with the power here, not in rural Ireland anyway. And geez, isn't that gorgeous? So you can see round bales in the field. I'm not a great commentator now on things farming, but I do appreciate that the guys do a great job, fantastic job. So I'm 2.76 kilometers from my house, and we could go for Enniscorthy. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, we're climbing half a meter a second. That's just natural, you know, as I have the revs on. There you go, you can look at my instrumentation. The LK8000 is a converted Kobo e-reader, and I put Blue Sky Vario on it. The Blue Sky Vario allows the Kobo to receive information, you know, barometric pressure. I'm not sure about temperature, but it's got a GPS in it as well. It updates the refresh rate, I think, of 5 hertz, you know, 5 times a second, and then it updates the software. So that software does an awful lot more than I use it for. The guys who glide, you know, proper gliders, I don't know what else to call them, like sailplanes, they have all sorts of stuff in there, you know, they need to shift ballast and trim and all that. So anyway, they use that, developed mostly for them, and then the paragliders kind of hopped in and said, yeah, that looks useful. But there's some great software out there now. I can see power cables down below everywhere, but I've already got a field mapped out should anything go wrong, propeller brakes or whatever. I'm gonna have a good look at the propeller when I land. I've wired it as per instructions, lads. Thanks very much. And I read some stuff and watched a couple of videos, and I wired them in pairs. So they won't loosen anyway, and if they do, certainly not easily. I would have thought with a left-hand prop and a right-hand tread, you know, standard bolts. Let's get you a look what I'm looking at. So we're doing 28 kilometers ahead, forward speed. Okay, so I'm off the throttle. Let's have a look around. Yeah, we're certainly heading for the sun. You can see, you can see a couple of bits where, you know, where the sun is getting through, but for the most part, there's nothing but grey skies that way. Okay, so we're heading for Enniscorthy. This machine has high hang points. Weight shift is not great on it, and I don't like it. At some stage, you know, I'll get something else. But for now, it's all I have, and here I am, 1,000 feet. Well, not quite. Say about 800 feet. 700 feet. Seems there's a bit of an inversion there forming. It's getting hazy at this altitude. And bumpy. Whoa, there's a thermal. It's probably that field over there, or you know, that big brown area. Okay, we're at 199 meters now. Now we're doing 21 kilometers an hour. I noticed most of the guys, you know, who fly paramotors and so on in the States, generally don't seem to fly with instruments. Sometimes they have their phone with a, you know, the speedometer on the phone showing their miles an hour. Generally, I like to fly with variometer. Lets me know if I'm going up. Now you can feel if you're going up, but if it's gradual, you don't feel it. And when I'm used to it from paragliding, because we need every little bit of air that's going up, and we actively seek it out. So you know, you get 4 seconds of beeps on your vario, hot air rising. We initiate a turn and we try and stay in that core. Okay, so I'm just watching these cables. I actually can't see the wires on them, but I see the poles, so I know they're there. I'm over that road thing now, and here we go, we're going up. I'm going through this inversion there, well, I'm hoping to. We'll get a look at this in a minute. I'm busy getting through this inversion. All the thermals are stopping on it, and it gets very bumpy. I'm over the River Slaney now at the moment. We're up at 356 meters now. Okay, I'm 10 kilometers from my house, 9.8. There you go, that river goes out to the sea. 420. Okay, so something happened, I'm not sure. We'll get down through this inversion, we'll have a look. Let's stay close to the road. So I'm looking for something around the road now that I can land on. Okay, so I don't know what's wrong. The engine is still ticking over. Maybe it's something with the prop or a belt or something. I'm going to leave it ticking over for a minute. The wind is from the south. Let's see. Okay, so see that field? There's a field with a red car in it there in front of me. Okay. Okay, so there's something wrong. Alright. Now we've got to get down through this inversion layer. Gonna kill the engine. The engine is killed now, right? So I'm committed. Okay, so I'm looking at the I'm looking for power lines. I see one there. And there's nothing in this field. Okay, so we'll make the far field okay. Right, my trims are in. And my glide ratio is crap on this thing. We'll do it though. So when I get there, I'm going to burn off some height. We're going to land in the direction we are. We're going to land in that field. There's no animals in it. And I don't see where the gate is for egress. Now I'm not going to land in the little one. My wing looks okay. And as I say, I'm still looking around for cables. And I see some there. Alright, so this is, they've cut the grass on this field. And I'm burning off some height now. Again, I can get into the field, no problem. I could get into this one if I wanted to. And I have a farmer there below me. Right, so we're going forward now. So here we go, a bit bumpy. I'm coming in, yeah. And I can see the thermal kicking off on the field. Okay, so here we go. Alright. Not as I would have wanted to do. I got pulled sideways there. Let's get out of this. I landed on a hill here, so trikes aren't great for that. Alright. Open all these buckles. And I'm okay anyway, so I'll just get out of all of this. It's quite a steep hill. I'm about 10 kilometers from home now. Okay, so let's get a look at this. See what happened. Okay, stand her up. Okay. Now, transport's going to be a problem. Okay, so I landed out. I heard a couple of clatters, you know, a couple of loud noises from the paramotor, and I buckled the wheel, but that was landing. That wasn't kind of, well, actually, it wasn't even landing. I landed okay, but I went to turn the, I'm on a hill, steep hill, and I turned the, let me see, you can see it. I turned the machine so that the wing would land off to the side and not on the hot engine, and it tipped over because it's quite steep. I don't know if you can see it. Gorgeous here now, and I'm after been talking to the farmer. I'm just going to arrange assistance now, get somebody to come and pick me up. I'm going to pack this wing up. However, I didn't expect to be landing out, you know. Actually, I'll give you a look at this. I thought what had happened was that these things had come off, but they didn't. They're bang on, they're perfect. These are the wires the lads told me to do. I thought then, you know, I didn't have enough thrust. I thought maybe something had happened to the propeller. Maybe a lump of it flew away because I did a repair on this one. Again, not a problem. The propeller is great. I'd prefer if it was, because now it's kind of like the engine. So I'm going to have to pull the head off this and inspect the engine and see what the story is with it. So, okay, time for some phone calls. And yeah, look, jeez, this is gorgeous. Stunning. So, that's it. That's I don't know what I got. I got maybe a 15 or 20 minute flight, and then, you know, God knows when I'll get to fly again. We'll see anyway. I'll pull this thing apart, but for now I need to make some phone calls. Okay, so there's the machine. I'm here waiting to be picked up by a friend with a trailer. So yeah, pretty good. Let's give you a look around. The wheel is, I don't know if you can see it, badly buckled. So that's a write-off. I'll just get different wheels for it. But that's my reserve. I always fly with that. My wing is in like a, you know, I don't have any bags or anything. I didn't expect not to get home. And this wheel is leaning as well a bit. Can you see it? Yeah. So it's angled. Essentially, I landed on a hill, and and when I turned sideways then to sort out the wing so it wouldn't land on a hot engine, yeah, I fell over, and my fat ass then bent the wheel. So I'm not overly concerned about the wheel. I'm more concerned about the engine. It seems very tight now. It could be because of compression, but I don't know. That's too tight. So I'll pull the spark plug out of it and we'll see. Hopefully it's not seized. Okay, and tomorrow now I'm going flying. I do this all the time when I go paragliding. We leave the mountain, we fly off. If we catch a thermal, we just keep going. And yeah, we don't know where we're going to stop. The only thing is that the paraglider stuff will fit on my back, and I can go hiking then, get a taxi or whatever, get a lift back up to, you know, generally we leave the gear, the cars and so on the mountain. So that's the plan for tomorrow. So tonight, yeah, I'm hoping it's not seized. The only thing is it was ticking over okay. When I was up there, I actually shut it off, but it's there's nothing obvious, there's nothing loose. So I'll pull the spark plug anyway when I get it home, and hopefully it moves freely. But then I got to find whatever it is that made that noise, and it felt like I lost power. So I don't know. My brother is brilliant with two-stroke engines, so guess who I'm going to ring. Okay, right, I'll sign off for a minute anyway, because I've got my I'll stay out in the road so I can be seen. I've got my lift on the way. So okay, here we go. I didn't expect this adventure. I thought I'd see, you know, lovely sunsets and you know, lit up fields and birds and, you know, talking rubbish on my vlog thing. I didn't expect to be sat on someone's wall now hoping for a lift home. Okay, here we go.